and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna dive right in with this set. So this is a beautiful 2-flower die cut set, and it also comes with like the colors on the ink of the inks if you want to ink blend. Now thought I used this because I have been gardening, pulling weeds like crazy. So unfortunately my hands are looking a little bit skanky. I have tried to moisturize and, you know, sort out my cuticles, but yeah, this is where we're at. I'm really sorry. I'm hoping that you will be able to focus on like the making instead of what is making, because honestly my hands kind of feel like these weird like crabby things right now. So on the back of the packaging, you will find the ink colors that have been used, or like its inspiration, I guess, for the flowers. What I thought I'd do though is go for colored cardstock, because there are so many gorgeous colors in the Crafting Necessities cardstock range. So it seems kind of crazy not to use them. So I have picked out some purples and some pinks and also some greens. And I picked 2 shades of green. And here I am going through, I know this is sped up, but I'm going through like all of my pinks and purples to try to kind of match up the ink colors to the cardstock. So I have picked out Purple Vine, Rubellite, also Puffy Heart. This is my favorite pink color, I think. Pink Diamond, and also Frosty Pink. And I was thinking here, maybe remove Rubellite and use Purple Vine, but then I decided to remove Purple Vine and use the Rubellite. So the colors we have are, so this is Frosty Pink, and then we have Pink Diamond, we have Puffy Heart, and Rubellite. So they are not in color order here, but I am matching them up so that all of the die cut pieces are all on one row with the same color, so that I can, you know, mix and match them. And what I'm doing here is I'm adding them from number 1 to the last piece so that they're all in order. So all I have to do is pick them up, line up that keyhole system, which by the way, oh, so brilliant. And then you're off to the races. Now I picked up 4 colors here because I was thinking we're gonna do like each flower with 4 colors. But so this is a little known fact about me. Not everybody knows this, but I'm actually a florist. I'm not currently working as a florist, but I'm a trained florist, and Carnations is one of those flowers that we used to use in so many different arrangements. Now they do have a little bit of a bad rep for being like a funeral flower, but they are actually really versatile and they're so cute and like fluffy, you know? So I think, you know, they actually have a bit of a undeserved bad reputation. Now, in this particular part of the video, this is all in real time. So we are going to layer up these pieces, and I've gone for the Frosty Pink and Pink Diamond cardstock. So I swap-a-rooed my idea of using 4 colors for each flower, and I've gone for 2. Because in real life, carnations are actually, they do tend to be like one color. There are some like variations, like a variegated one, but usually they are all like the same shade kind of thing. So I thought, you know what, we're going to go a little bit sort of realistic with these ones. So we're going to use the 2 lighter colors on 2 flowers, and then we're going to use the 2 darker colors on 2 flowers. And as you can see here, we are just adding a little bit of glue on each piece, and then we're taking that triangle and we're lining it up with those that are already there. And this is all you have to do. So you can die cut out like 1,000 pieces, although maybe don't do that because, you know, that's a lot of pieces and you will be here for days. But if you die cut out your pieces and you just sit there, you just line them up in the order that you are gonna like put them together. So like piece 1, and they all have like little numbers there as well. So it's almost impossible to go wrong with this. Like, this is brilliant, brilliant, new to crafting and die cutting and layering die sets, you know, perfect for these kind of people. So if you ever feel the need to like enable your friends to kind of join us over here on the crafty, sparkly side, you know, this is something to do for sure, because like everybody can do this. Everybody can run paper through a die cutting machine. Everybody can line up numbers 1 through 10 or whatever, how many pieces there are in this one. Everybody can do it. So this is hands down something that everybody can do. Everybody can create beautiful things. And this is what we want to do, right? We want to inspire people to enjoy this crafting and creating with us. Now, you will notice on this first one, what I did, which was not a good thing. I actually skipped the second to last piece here because I, for some reason, had it in my head that it was the same shape. I didn't actually double check this before I glued it down. So you're supposed to add both of those 2 little pieces at the end. So do what I say as usual and don't do what I do. But we are going to put the rest of these flowers together now. And as you can see, obviously this is sped up quite a lot, but don't fret. It really is so easy. It really is. It just, yeah, you can hardly go wrong. And look at that. In a jiffy. Admittedly, in a time-lapse jiffy, but this is it. All done. 4 beautiful flowers in minutes. So we're going to put these aside and we're going to start working on our backgrounds. And I have a fun experiment for you. I'm really trying to kind of make an effort to bring in some like older releases into the new ones as well, just to kind of show you that I don't just use them and then like discard them and move on to the next best thing. So we're going to use the Foliage Fiesta press plate. However, what we're going to do, we're going to emboss it. And I'm going to show you how to get some insane results. So look at this, all right? Okay, now this is this disclaimer. This is just what I have done, and also I do need to point out that my die cutting machine is a little bit old, so I didn't feel overly worried experimenting, shall we say. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take your platform. This is just for the Platinum 6. You're going to need your A platform base, your B platform top. Then we're going to take our Foliage Fiesta press plate, and we're obviously going to place it on top of this. Then we're going to take a bit of cardstock, and I'm going to use this Morning Mist gray one as well because it's gorgeous and fabulous. So we're going to use this one, and then I'm going to put this up here. So I'm going to move it to a slightly different area so that we get a little bit of a different pattern, and like that. Now you're going to need to use your tan like embossing mat, and then we're going to place that on top. And then we're going to need to use the sort of navy blue, kind of almost purpley embossing plate. So these are extra plates that sometimes will come with the die cutting machine when you buy them, and sometimes you have to buy them extra. And then we're going to put this on top, and then we're going to get ourselves a little bit of a workout. So this is going to be a little bit tough to roll through, but we're going to do it. So we're going to need to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. And like I said, if you were worried about your die cutting machine, I can't say that I recommend this, but have a little try and see what works. And then here is our plate. Look at that. Just wowza. And I haven't spritzed this with water or anything. It is this soft mat in between that is just like really squeezing the paper into the pattern. So super cool look. And we're definitely going to be using these. So I thought, why not make 2 cards, because, I got plenty of flowers. And then I have also die cut out a lot of greenery. So I have actually gone ahead and done 2 different greens. And as you mentioned, from the beginning, it's Reindeer Moss and Grass Field. Now, I did also have like a bit of an idea. So I cut out, while I had this cardstock out, I actually cut out a bunch of extra leaves from this one. And it's just to, have options. Options are good. So now we're going to start puzzling. And I'm thinking we'll do like 2 of each of the flowers on the cards, and maybe we'll do one this way and one that way, although I'm not really a fan of that angle. So, or maybe, okay, you know what? We're going to step outside of the box and we're going to try something. So we're going to put the darkest one there and then the lighter one kind of like peeking out from the top. And then I think on this one, because this is the grass field, we're going to use the darker leaves and also some of the morning mist ones. So we're going to kind of tuck a few in here for a bit of a look, and we'll just see what it looks like. And if we're not happy, then we're going to take them out. So, you know, no worries, because it might just be a little bit too kind of, or maybe, no, I think that's kind of blending in a little bit too much. So we're going to try these ones with this one here. And ooh, that looks much better. So yes, we're going to go with those ones. And we're going to make it quite kind of foliage-y, if that's a word. It is now. So there we go. So this like puzzling stage for me is super, super important, because it just kind of, I feel that it helps your creativity like really sort of look at things from a different angle. So you try a few things, you see what you like, instead of just gluing everything down right away. No. We're not going to hasten this process. No. We are going to try a few things, see what our creativity says, whether it says, yes, girl, or no, you can do better. So I always recommend people to like, don't glue things down right away, unless you're exactly kind of copying an idea. And then what you're going to do, in order to know where everything is going to go, we're going to use press and seal. If you don't have press and seal, this is a brilliant invention. It's like it's kind of like, what's that? Like plastic wrap, but it has stickiness on one side. So it picks up all of the pieces effortlessly and everything stays where it's supposed to go. And then you just add glue on the back of that. But of course, we're going to be a little bit extra. But now, if you don't have press and seal, you can take a picture either on your phone or with your camera and use that as a reference where everything's going to go. So, you know, you don't have to buy anything extra. And if you don't want to waste plastic, you know, just take a photo and, you know, just kind of like puzzle the pieces back in where they say. Now, we are going to, as I mentioned before, we're going to be a little bit extra. We're going to use some instant dimension foam tape to pop this one up. Yes. So I have put quite a few strips on the back of some old backing tape. So this is from double-sided tape, and this one is like a 2-inch wide one that I got from a Spanish retailer. I keep all of these pieces because it's especially for this type of thing. So if you put your foam tape, sorry, my croak is coming out. And she's back after a brief intermission of severe coughing and hacking. Yes. So, if you like to use instant dimension foam tape, but you don't like to getting your scissors sticky, which, you know, ain't nobody got time for sticky scissors. Okay. It's just bad. What you should do is put it on the back of some kind of like backing tape from either double-sided tape or non-stick. So you could, I suppose, actually use like baking paper or something like that. But anyway, the whole point is that you put it onto this paper, and then when you cut it, the sticky stuff doesn't stick to your scissors, which is what we're trying to avoid. Now, you might have noticed that I have just been like jabbering on here, and meanwhile, I have actually finished the gluing down of this panel with the press and seal. So the press and seal, such genius stuff. I really should stop saying that in every single video, because I do use it quite a lot, but it really is just such a genius product. So for our second card, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to press and seal it. We're going to pick it up. But on this one, we're going to use a little bit of liquid glue so that we get it slightly flatter. And, you know, again, I'm just trying to kind of make sure that I don't do every single card the same way, so that we have options. So people who don't like to use foam tape and prefer to use liquid glue, you know, you get to see everything. But now we're gonna put on some sentiments, and this one is one of my favorites. You are everything. It has sentiments for everything, and it has a coordinating die cut. So the die cut actually just cuts out the you are, And then the rest of the sentiments, you know, you either stamp it directly on a card base or on a banner or something like that. But I also cut out a couple of extra pieces. Actually, it's just one extra piece so there's two, one extra for you and one extra for R. And then I stamped up enough just as you are. So it's going to say you are enough just as you are. And I think that's a great sentiment to start a year with, because a lot of us do like New Year's resolutions and then, you know, for whatever reasons, it kind of fails and, you know, we feel bad about ourselves. But don't feel bad about yourself. You really are enough just as you are. And for our second card, we're going to use Tranquil Greetings. This is also another really, really great set. It has so many lovely and like really heartfelt sentiments in it. So these two sets, since I got them, I have used them like almost excessively. But again, trying not to like be a one-trick pony, but you know, with great sentiment sets, I feel like that's okay. And speaking of being a one-trick pony, I am back with a Bling Town Fest. I am using up the last almost of my bling in the Smoky Quartz Gem Sparkle pack, and I think I have another pack ready to. It's coming in an order soon. I'm so happy because that one has been my favorite from day one. Now we're going to just glue down these panels to some card bases, and we're going to be using some double-sided, this is the extra sticky double-sided tape, and it's the 1-inch wide one. So we're just going to put some on the back here, and then I might have gone a little bit overboard, but I'm like, I'd rather stuff just like really sticks than not stick. And then with that, our two cards are pretty done. So I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are looking for one of the Craft the Flower sets, this one is beautiful, but I think my all-time favorite is probably I think it's the Parrot Tulip. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I cannot say enough good things about the colored cardstock. I love colored cardstock. Really, really, really do. But anyway, I'm gonna stop jabbering now. Hopefully you have been hit with a dose of inspiration, and we'll be crafting away for the rest of the day. But that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that thumbs up button and the bells button so you don't miss any uploads.